Let's go, man. Yeah, y'all thought I wasn't coming back. Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna give y'all that measured Kool-Aid. You already know. So yeah, man, y'all come on in. Come on in. Yeah, man, we got Boss Cowboy on a late night. Yeah, I had a little fight today, man. Just had a little fight with some Philly content creators. Easy work as usual. I'm gonna be obviously dropping that tomorrow, man. So y'all stay on the lookout. But I had to go do some work, man. I had to set them balls straight. You know, it's game week. You know, so we been putting in that overtime. That's what we gonna continue to do. You know, but I'ma always take her home as well, man. So we gotta talk about home business. Alright, we gotta talk about our players. Cause we go deal with Philly all week. And a lot of they content creators, they straight line, man. They some liars. Yeah, so we dealing with Boss S.T.A.R of the Jags game for the Dallas Cowboys. And we gonna talk about Jalen Hurts. We gonna talk about him potentially being out. What that mean for us. Because we want to know what that means for us, you know, and you know what the future looking like. We go open up the phone lines and we gonna do all that, man. So y'all just sit back, relax. We getting ready to give you that gas. We'll be right back. Boss Cowboy Sports with your boss Malcolm. Catch y'all on a late night. Come on, have a seat on a late night. Let's go. Yeah, I see y'all coming in. Let's go. Life's crazy. Who? Mac Jones, Keystone, Queen, Cap a lot. You said you tweeted me, big dog. All right. Special K, James, Pat, man, y'all come in, man. Pat say I just worked 10 hours. Get some sleep, bro. I'll be here tomorrow, man. Just catch us on the rewind. Get you some sleep. But y'all stay up, man. Be right back, man. It's Boss Cowboy Sports. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, man. My boy say Pat, he say he go keep on. Yeah, stay with me then, big dog. Stay with me. Stay with me. Alright, man. So here we go. Alright. Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, man, where your voice matter. So today, obviously, every Monday, and Mickey say, I love being right on time. What's up, Mickey? Every Monday, I'ma always talk about win or lose the star player of the game. So I already actually did a video on that. Y'all go check that out. But my star player of the game was Dak, right? And also, I always say, it's always good after a game to kind of digest slowly what happened. You know, it's always good to just, you know, take your time and eat on what happened, because, you know, during the game, it's easy to get caught up in emotions. It's easy, right? Because all of us that was watching the game, you know, especially people that was at the watch party, Okay, real quick, man. I appreciate this, man. I know you got to crash. Just catch me tomorrow, bro. I'm not going to even make this too long. I'm going to just kind of, take some calls, talk about the key things that happened today. That's good to know. Uh, yeah, but James, he chunks a super chat. He say, gotta crash, but I'll rock with you. Yeah, man. So, yeah, come back and check out the show tomorrow, James. And also, y'all, just to let y'all know what kind of had me not come on at my usual time is we had a little war, but I didn't. It wasn't streamed to my channel, so I'm gonna just upload it tomorrow, so you're gonna be able to see that back and forth that I had with a lot of the Philly content creators. It was easy work as usual. And Life Crazy says CD was the only star. No, I say Dak was a star too, bro. Dak actually did his thing. If we really break it down, that's why I want to talk about it. I ain't gonna get too heavy to it because I already did a video on it. But Dak was the star to me. Yeah, because now we know D.A. Lee, he always doing real good work and investigating. He sent me some stuff on Twitter that I didn't even know, that I didn't even see during the game, that Dak was hit during that first interception. He was hit on his arm, you know. So I thought one interception was on him. Actually, none of the interceptions was on him. None. And he was killing it all game. Yeah. Yeah. And I did. Yes, I did go in on those Philly bars. I'm going to post it tomorrow. So everybody that missed it, I'm going to post it tomorrow. I'm going to post it, midday some point. Chop it up where y'all gonna be able to check that out. So I'm gonna bring y'all that content. So that's why I didn't do my normal, 8 Central. Real quick, let me take the super chat. Mickey said, not to jump ahead, but when they asked Kellen about not running the ball in his presser, he started speaking French. Sure heard we a lot. Ooh. See, that's the thing, Mickey, that I hate about Kellen Moore. And I see right through that game. See, when he does that, because he did that last year with Amari, when they asked him, was it intentional that y'all didn't target Amari Cooper or was it accidental? And he started talking about we. Because what he trying to do is he trying to get an impression that his system is about the team. It's not about individuals. So the whole time Kellen is being selfish, he's trying to put on an air as if it's about everybody else. It's not about me. It's about we. See, and I'm going to post this also tomorrow because a lot of y'all already know this. They've been keeping up. Was anybody surprised that they went at Noah Brown in key moments? Was anybody surprised? Because if you've been following this channel, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be surprised that we went at Noah Brown in the key moments. It's exactly what the playmaker talked about last year when we lost to San Fran. Do y'all remember? Because I played this clip now about 400 times, where he talked about that it's disorder, that we want to make our role players stars and our stars role players. And he said, and that's dysfunction. And whenever you see dysfunction, you see disorder. And he said, and our ass is home. And he was talking about how we did not go at our stars versus San Fran. So when you see Noah Brown getting the key targets, yeah, that's because in this system, we have not still changed to where we look at our role players like stars. See, and this is the thing, this is the saddest thing. Noah Brown should not even be in this situation. He shouldn't be. He had too good of a game to be now looked so down upon. He should have never been put in that situation. Never. Because see, he's building confidence. See, in a game like what happened with the Jags, You got to go to me at guys who been the man, who's been the man for a while, who has the 88 on his chest. And then, you know, your boy D.A. Lee been working. Shout out to D.A. Lee. I see you in the building, bro. D.A. Lee is a monster. He's a monster. Shout out to the big homie D.A. Lee. So D.A. Lee also tagged me on something on Twitter. Ooh, boy. I love it because boys be working. I love how everybody be putting in that community work. It's really community work too. Oh man, Cool Cat. Real quick, let me pause real quick. Talk about my boy Cool Cat. So Cool Cat is one of the homies I just did a show with. He's a Philly content creator. And we went back and forth. We bust our heads, but when it came down to it, we actually ended it having a real good straight up football talk. And Cool Cat is the person who actually ran that stream. So shout out to the homie, man. He also supports the channel, listens to the content, and he's already fully updated on Kellen Moore. Like, he was over there giving me the business on Kellen because he was like, yeah, I've been listening to you. So, man, shout out to my homie Cool Cat, Philly content creator. But my boy D.A. Lee, he also sent me something, man. And I just love the community research. And the more that comes out, that's why it's good for me to do shows on Monday, because see, Monday is where the dust settles. You know what I mean? Monday is where the panic subsides and now all the evidence can start coming out. Monday is my best day. Tuesday and Monday is Boss Cowboy's best days because I'm able to research, really grab the facts, and then come back and present it. And so D.A. Lee helped me with the facts, and he was like, boss, these boys was running 4 verticals. Okay, we gonna talk about this too. We got something we gonna talk about. So, because I know this is a big topic, we gonna talk about this. He said, boss, in your opinion, who's better at CB2, Alexander, Wright, or Mullen? I'm gonna talk about that. So for anybody that wanna came here to talk about corner, I'm gonna give you the straight up measure Kool-Aid on that. Yeah, bro, them dudes, yeah, bro. 3 verticals, my bad, daily. Yeah, but for you to on 3rd and 10 run vertical routes, low probability throws, Kellen, bro. And then, just to keep it real, at this point, we can't just knock Kellen. It's time. Listen, yeah, because Kellen is the one that's on these crazy play calls. But at this point, we got to put Mike McCarthy in there too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my boy Tariq in the building, man. Let me show you a comment real quick, Tariq. My boy said, he said, boss, why was Hendershot not on the field at the end of the game, bro? Yeah. You know, like the key thing that Coach Marv said to me, the biggest thing that Keystone also, bro, we gotta, me, you, Coach Marv and Elm, we gotta, if we can, finish out the season. We gotta make sure if you can, on those watch parties, bro, we gotta make sure we getting your knowledge in the shows as well, big dog. But yeah, Mike too, and Dak. See, it's not enough now to just call out Kellen. It's not enough. Because at this point, we got to call out the people that's not stopping Kellen. Yeah. Dak, you also got to know, Dak, you are in year 7. In year 7, I would, and I really do expect you to understand situational football. Now, I know we adding to your plate. I know you shouldn't have to think about situational football, especially when you got an OC sitting over there that's supposed to be thinking about situational football. But no, Dak, at this point, if we trying to win a championship, we need you also to be thinking about situational football. And Mike McCarthy, we also need you to step in and veto when you hear that dumb play call. Why do you have on a headset where you hearing the plays going in and out and you just allowing Kellen Moore to sabotage your success and your quarterback success? And see, I already told y'all, see, because Lord Brunson, he did a video on your boy Boss again today. Now, y'all was here when he came in. He was humble. Don't go check out his video because it's full of exaggerations. He said that I only showed him one video and I was making excuses. But when he was on here, he admitted that I proved to him that 3 of those interceptions wasn't on Dak. My whole point is not to talk about Lord Brunson. It's to talk about how most of the people that don't like the Dallas Cowboys are going to move. They not going to care about facts. They not going to care about any of that. They just want to knock us out.
Yoga fire.
Facts be damned. See, they get real sensitive when it comes down to their quarterback. They'll get real angry when you minimize Hurts' production. Oh, they get angry. They hate it. Anytime I wanted to really cause a firestorm, when I was debating all the homies from Philly, the Philly content creators, I just told the truth on Hurts. I just told the truth. And I'm never hating on Hurts when I talk about Hurts. See, like they be hating on our quarterback. See, they'll say stuff that's straight stupid, like Dak is average or Dak is trash. And then they'll act like Karens when you talk about the facts on Hurts. So let me tell you something I'm going to start saying this week, and I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to start making a lot more content on this because I got to put this out here because I'm actually sick of the BS, all right? So what they trying to do is they really trying to uplift the hell out some Hurts, right? And Hurts is playing good, especially lately. But this is what I honest to God see. Hurts, congratulations. You doing good. You doing good. You are on pace to be what Dak was as a rookie. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, you on pace. You go beat him on the yards. You go likely get him on the yards. But overall, yeah, sure. This so-called MVP, epic, so-called never before season was seen by our own quarterback as a rookie. See, they sweating Dak now over those interceptions. But see, they wasn't saying nothing when he was a rookie and when he only had 4 on the year. They ain't say a word about that. And see, remember, when Dak was already comparable, and see, they trying to brag on, he gonna have 4,000 yards. Man, that ain't nothing, bro. Dak was on pace when he got injured to have 6,600 yards when he broke his ankle. Dak was 1 yard short of a franchise record with us of 4,903 yards. They over there trying to brag like 4,000 yards. Yeah, that's y'all benchmark. Y'all little benchmark is not Dallas benchmark. We're better, dog. Our history is better. Our quarterback is better. Our team is better. Everything about us is better. And see, some people really, what's up, West Coast? I see West Coast in the building. If y'all really thought Boss was going to stop taking shots at Philly because we just lost to the Jags, man, you... I ain't finna be humble for nothing. Humble what? I mean, humble? What I gotta be humble for? It's a reason why Vegas been giving us the odds on Philly. It's a reason why the ESPN data and analytics team have us favored over them. Because clearly we are better. We are a better team. Where Philly is better, let me be clear on this. Where Philly is better, their coaching. Yeah, their coaching is better. I'm gonna give them credit on that. I ain't gonna hate on that. That coaching, better. But talent, it's us. So really with the Dallas Cowboys, it's truly all about us sticking to who we are. It's about us sticking to who we are. So, and yeah, like my boy Keystone say, clearly better. Yeah, we clearly better, bro. We clearly better. Yeah. So that's why we was ranked so high in the power rankings, even with Cooper Rush. So don't fall. Jeff, I think you be trolling. You be trolling, man. He said Cowboys have better coaching. Jeff, come on, man. Jeff, we got to keep it real now. We got to keep it real. Philly, okay, maybe let me try to explain it. Where Philly is better on coaching, just keeping it real. Once they figured out that running the ball was the key to their wins, they never stopped. They never stopped. Once they figured that out last year, that running was the key to them winning games, they've been doing it since. And what Keystone said, Philly has an identity, we don't. Exactly. And see, let me tell you something else that Philly does, coaching wise, that's smart. And I can't take it away from it. They will scheme you based on the analytics. Yeah. They will scheme you based on the analytics. So we won't. Like we say we're an analytical team. We not. So this is how you know. When we was going against Green Bay, they was ranked 26 on stopping the run. Oh, you had a super chat, Mick? I'm sorry, I missed it. Let me go catch your super chat. Give me 1 second, Mickey. Okay, I see. Oh, I missed the Shannon super chat too. He said, we love you, boss, and keep up the pressure. Yeah, we go keep up the pressure. We not gonna stop. We go keep up the pressure. Yeah, let me find Mickey's super chat. Mickey, if I don't find your super chat, I found it. Oh yeah. Thank you, Mickey. She said McCarthy need to go out with a bang and snatch that clipboard. Yeah, absolutely, Mickey. And see, I think Mike McCarthy need to do what he did versus Tampa. Right around now, Mike McCarthy needs to publicly draw a line, just like he did after the Tampa game. We need something like that right before we go into the playoffs. Because that's when we start winning with Cooper Rush, is when he drew that line. When he was like, I'm not for these option routes. I'm going to have to do another lap around that call sheet. He talked about all of that. Yeah, he needs to publicly embarrass him. Just keeping it real. If we go lock in to who we supposed to be in terms of a running team, it's not going to happen as long as Kellen Moore has no fear, Mickey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, and you right, we need it now. Cause then I'm sitting up here, what's crazy is I'm boxing these Philly content creators and they like, boss, what's going on with your team? What's going on with your team? And I'm telling them the truth. I'm saying we have an identity crisis. I ain't over the cap, and I'm like, yeah, I said, but that also shows you how good we are. How many teams can be 10-4 with the division that's going on between Mike McCarthy and Kellen? That tell you we a damn good team. We've been having this friction between Mike McCarthy and Kellen since the offseason. And even with them not aligned, we still the number one offense in yards and points when Dak is playing. So that's telling you we just need to tweak some things. Going back to that loss, and then I'm going to take some phone calls. We go talk about Hurts and what does it mean with his injury, right? So, and I was talking about the analytics. So just hear me out on the analytics and where Philly is dangerous. So on the analytics, we was going against Green Bay. They ranked 26 on run defense, 10th in pass defense, right? We threw it 49 times. That is backwards. That is backwards. Let me take this super chat real quick. He said, DeShannon said, if Coach Mike doesn't start taking control of the offense, then he's going to be fired after this season. Yeah, it's headed right towards that too. It's headed right towards Mike McCarthy getting fired. Yep. You might as well take over. Yeah, Chris Davis said 15 straight completions. 15 straight completions and 180 yards in the first half. Yeah. And what Mickey said, which a lot of people don't see, Mickey, this is crazy. 10-4 with all this dysfunction is crazy. That's what a lot of people don't get right there. And just think about this. Do you know how crazy we look? Let me just say this and I'm gonna take some phone calls. Do you know how crazy we look to be sitting around here chasing a receiver coming off ACL and we got rid of Amari Cooper?
Bruh. Finish him.
Bro, do you know how stupid we look? Just think about that. We now groveling and begging for a one-legged receiver when we had a healthy younger guy who was willing to restructure his contract for us.
Bruh. Finish him.
So let me take some phone calls real quick, man. We go open up the phone lines, get this freestyle going. All right, and then we go get into the rest of the stuff because I want to talk about also Jalen Hurts real quick with the news of what's going on with him, right? And what does that mean to us? So real quick, let me, we got the, here we go. BossCowboySports.
What's going on, boss?
What's up, coach?
Yeah, man. Man. I called you today when I heard about the all four the pass routes in that third down the third down play that we trying to win the game end the game. Man, listen, man, Kellen Moore is a big problem, but I'm not on Mike McCarthy bandwagon, man.
You off of it?
I'm not on his bandwagon. See, a lot of people forget, man, when he was in Green Bay, he had problems with time management. And this is the third year we still having problems with time management. And you're never gonna get if let's just say if the players feel right that you don't have control of the offense or don't agree with the play calling or the ball going to the right places. How can you take control over now? You can't allow the head coach just to out-bully you and run over you in a place where you're in a no-win situation. What you trying to do, hold on, like you're not going to get fired if you play the role, and you know that that's the detriment to your team in big-time situations? running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about running the ball.
Yep.
Our schemes, when we did run the ball in the second half, it almost gets back to what we were saying one time. I'm just running the ball because I could say I ran the football.
Yep.
But I didn't run with a purpose, and I didn't run the ball for the run to be successful. I just ran the ball just to say I ran the football, but I didn't run it to be successful.
Right. Running on the quota. Real quick, Coach, let me get the super chat real quick. Give me 1 second.
Uh-huh.
Just give me 1 second. Let me just catch up real quick. My boy Common Sense Lab, he said in chess you have to think two to 4 moves ahead. Kellen calls plays like every move is a new move. Live by Kellen, lose by Kellen. Ooh, God dog. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, but I wanna put something out there that a lot of people, I know we all know him by running the football.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not my biggest. That's not my main. That's not my only issue with Kellen.
Okay.
The passing game itself.
Oh yeah.
The route concepts itself.
Yeah, the route concepts. Yeah. Mm.
They are horrible. The route concepts. The pass we threw an interception on. The pass before that, you run a max protect with two receivers out in a pattern that's inside your 20-yard line, and you run inside your 10-yard line, and you run 2 receivers out. It is made to hold the football, because if those players are not there, you got immediate pressure. You inside your 10-yard line.
Right.
You give your quarterback no other options. It's like he's over there just picking plays off a book with no coordination, no rhyme or reason with it.
Yeah.
You don't run plays to get your superstars the football. We talked about that all year long last year about Cooper non-targets. There should be no game in Dallas football that your third wide receiver gets more targets than your number 1 receiver.
There should be none.
And matter of fact, your third wide receiver got more. He got 9 targets in this last game. Your top 2 wide receivers got 8.
That's crazy. Say that
And then if you add your top 3 wide receivers, because you say your number 1 is CeeDee Lamb, your number 2 is Gallup, your number 3 is Schultz. Schultz got 3 targets, CeeDee Lamb got 7 targets, Michael Gallup got 1 target, and Noah Brown got 9. How does that happen? You didn't double everybody.
You make it.
You double the top 3 receivers.
You make your role players stars and your stars role players.
So when you try to make role players into stars, you if you go to that well and you try to make them a star, you eventually you're gonna have a hiccup because you're putting them in roles that they shouldn't be in. Mm-hmm. And this is where we crucify guys because we put them in roles that they should be in. Same thing with Dak Prescott. I'm not saying you're trying to make a Dak Prescott a role player to a star, but it goes with your stars as well. If you put them in spots where they cannot be, where they're not going to be successful, they're not going to be as successful as you want to be.
Yep.
And when you talk about, do Philly has the coaching?
Yep.
I'm here to tell everybody, great teams, great players do not reach their full potential with bad coaching. Great teams, great players never reach their full potential with bad coaching. So we can have a great team, we can have great players, but we'll never reach our full potential. The mixture of the two win Super Bowls and make Hall of Famers. The mixture of the two win Super Bowls and make Hall of Famers. But if you have one lacking, you'll never reach your full potential. Boss, I'll keep listening, man. Keep on producing, brother.
Oh, all right, Coach. Yeah, and if they get scared, call on back, especially if it's another topic. All right, that was Coach. So here we go. I want y'all to listen. This was the playmaker, and he said this after San Fran. Listen, my boy Common Sense Lab say, what the playmaker say after the loss to San Fran, boss? This is what he said.
In this game, did you put more blame on the coaching or the players in this game?
Dude, Emmett and I stood in that tunnel before every game. I'm going to tell you this. We looked at each other, and we said, we called ourselves double trouble by land or by air. And the day before we hit the field, if we don't, we got no shots, period. That's the whole reason we did that, because we knew if we didn't show up, we got no shots. Our stars didn't show up. We had no shots. Whenever you got disorder, dysfunction, we can't have our stars putting up role player numbers like 31 yards rushing, 1 catch for 21 yards, 69 passer rating, and then have our role players putting up numbers like Schultz and Wilson. That's a disorder. Trying to make our role player stars, our stars role player, that's a disorder, and the team dysfunction, and our ass is home.
Damn. And we still going through it. Listen one more time to what he said at the end.
Order. Trying to make our role player stars, our stars role player, that's a disorder, and the team dysfunction, and our ass is home.
And so then I'm over there fighting Philly content creators, and they over there, why y'all lose to the Jags? The Jags suck. And it's like, and I'm over here like, yeah, we ran a play to where, and it's not just Noah Brown, because Noah Brown had a real good game. He just never should have been in that moment. You got to build him to the moment. You got to build his confidence up to that moment. I see y'all throwing that fire in there, man.
Yoga fire.
I see y'all throwing the flames.
Yoga fire.
Cause see, ain't
Yoga
it funny?
Flame.
When you listen to the playmaker now, it just hit a little different than it did.
That's a disorder. Trying to make our role player stars, our stars role player, that's a disorder, and the team dysfunction, and our ass is home.
Clip of the year. And so I know some people that be like, oh, boss, why you stay on Kellen more? Can you please give more content? Nope. 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 It's going to always come back to Kellen. Because I'm trying to win. All right, we still got the phone lines open, man. Coach Marv, if they don't call in, you call back. We'll still talk some football. We'll do a whole show together, Coach Marv. If they don't call in, we got the call lines open. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about this Hurts situation. So obviously, you know, with Jalen Hurts, you know, we got these. Okay, here we go. We got a call. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, what's going on, Boss Cowboy?
It's Tariq.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Hey, man. I want to say, this is what I'm going to say. What's going on, first of all, Boss Cowboy, and what's going on, Cowboy Nation? I'm going to say this, man. We had an ugly situation yesterday, but we came out with a good situation.
Yeah.
We in the playoffs.
Facts.
We punched our ticket. So we got to be happy for that.
Right.
Even if somebody else helped us get in.
Right.
At least we didn't have to go the route of the the Chargers last year and mess around and get bounced out before we can get in. We punched the ticket, y'all. So they have a little time to fix this. And they need to do some soul searching in Dallas, because we as fans, we're getting restless with their ass over there. And Jerry need to understand that he has plenty of summers behind him that he has in front of him. And he needs to put his foot down. He allowed this stuff to go on. Yep. He allowed Kellen Moore. He was okay with Kellen Moore running the calls, having a little bit more power than the actual coach that was supposed to come in here and pick his own staff. And he's been rocking with it. So it falls on Jerry and Steven. Yep. But it's more Jerry than anybody, because Jerry needs to put his foot down and break his foot off of somebody behind him around here, and let them know that he's their boss and he pays them, and he will get their behind the out of Dallas if he sees another game like that. Because that's 2 games that you let people come back and win the game.
2 games.
That's 2 games. That's not just 1 game. That's I understand the Green Bay game, but this game too? Come on, man. That's a pattern. That's what we call a pattern.
That's a pattern.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not a pattern. That's a pattern.
Yeah. That's the same thing we've been seeing over the last couple of years, man. Especially like a lot of people keep trying to overlook the San Francisco game, but it's the same thing. We choking at the end of games when we have a chance to do something. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, how long is this organization, from the top to the coaches, going to continue to let Kellen Moore do whatever he want to do at the end of games instead of trying to close the game? When we got, we already got our foot on people's necks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then we letting our foot up off their neck and they come back and bite us in the ass. I'm getting tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating. You know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, if you're going to get blown out. But don't just keep losing games like that. That don't feel good.
No, that feel horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Because we had them down. Then eventually, don't get me wrong, Dak messed up a little bit too. I got that. But at the same time, too, what led him to mess up? You got to look at what's his name? Bones Fossil got to say something to Turpin. Yo, man, quit bringing the damn ball out. You're not breaking nothing off. Why you keep bringing it out? He brought the ball out 2 times when he could have let it hit the back of the end zone and go out. You know what I'm saying? And let Dak them start from the 25, but we had to start with at our 10, within our 10. You know what I mean? 2 times, and that's the 1 time that we got the interception within our 10 off the kick return. Like, bro, we got to play smart football. You know what I mean? We can't have people like messing up. And Turpin, he has to understand this is 2 times in 2 different games. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I know you're trying to make this get out here and do something. Make something happen, but you got to be smart back there too. But at the same time, it's not all on him. I'm looking at it like this. Dan Quinn has to figure something out. If Jalen, I'm going to the defense right now. If Jalen Hurts is not playing in this next game, I really believe our 2 main dudes need to sit down and on defense, and that's Micah Parsons and that's D-Law. And the reason I say that, you already know D-Law foot messed up a little bit, and you already know Parsons around here limping around a little bit. They both warriors, so they gonna want to fight to the end. But at the same time, we got to be smart as an organization, and they have to be smart as a staff. When are these dudes going to impact the game? I need them more for the playoffs. I need them more for the run. I need them dudes in the film room, trying to come up with a good scheme with Dan Quinn. And if Van Der Esch is coming back, they all need to be in the damn film room trying to figure something out. How we going to stop the run? How we going to do certain things? Because I don't like the fact that Dan Quinn is just strictly trying to use Micah Parsons as a left end or a right end. You know what I'm saying? I know he's very impactful, but he's a linebacker. He should be the queen. We always been talking about this dude being the queen on the chessboard. He should be able to roam wherever he wants to roam, blitz from wherever he wants to blitz from. And that's what makes him effective. That's what makes him that dude out there, because he has that speed. I'm starting to see he getting a little gimpy. And I don't like that, because I don't want none freak accidents and nothing to happen to this dude before we get to the playoffs. You understand?
Yep.
And that's my thing. And we need to figure out what's going on with cornerback 2. They need to figure that one out too. You know what I mean? They need to figure that one out, and they need to figure out the linebacker situation, just in case LBE can't go. They need to figure that out. And I know they saying that Jabril Cox ain't dead, but I want to see what the dude can do. He might come out there and give us some juice that we didn't know that he had.
Shit, we getting
out there.
We getting ready.
He might give us some covering. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. We getting ready to see.
Because you know the dude. Go ahead.
We getting ready to see.
I didn't. My thing is, the reason I'm saying pull Mike and them, if Jalen Hurts is not playing, you pull them dudes and try to go into your bench to see how much depth you really have going into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? See who might be the diamond in the rough, because you never know. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Bauer's out there messing tackles. You know what I mean? I know everybody trying to get on Kelvin Joseph, but shit, a couple other people was out there doing some boneheaded stuff too. You know, getting burnt out there too on the field. So it's like, it's not just that dude. You know, if we gonna tweak back and forth with the cornerbacks, we need to see what's going on with these linebackers too, and see what's going on with some of these young edge dudes on our team. You know what I mean? And some of the new people that we got on the team. See what's going on with those guys. We need to figure out who we are and what we're going to do before these playoffs start. And I really believe that's what we need to do in these games. You know what I mean? And make sure and somebody put a foot in Kellen Moore behind, and Mike McCarthy a little bit, if he's not putting the foot in Kellen Moore behind, about what he out here calling and what he out here running at the end of games. Because it's like, yo, man, when the playoffs start, these things are about to get real tight, because this game was a playoff game.
Yeah.
The Jags needed this game to get in, to try to get in. So that was a real big game for them. So we gave them some confidence that they wasn't supposed to have. Right. We could have put them out of the damn playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we could have been feeling good, like, oh, we knocked them out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You
all the way.
So, yeah, man. So I just really need them to get it together and really figure out what's our identity on offense and defense and special teams. The whole team as a whole needs to figure out what the identity is, and if people need to rest up before the playoffs start, or if we got to play a couple games to find out our seeding, or that's just to see where we're going to be, man, let's rest some of our players, man, the main players that we know we're going to need. You know what I'm saying? Now, or at least let them play a couple series and sit them down. You know what I mean? Because we need them for the long haul. If we already in the playoffs, let's be smart about it. You know what I mean? Because it's obvious a reason why Philly is sitting their dude down. I know he a little hurt, but that might help him in the end. I don't know.
You starting to repeat your point, but I feel you on that. I feel you. So I'm gonna give that some thought. That's an unpopular thought, but I'm open to it. I'm gonna think about it. You know what I mean? And I don't mind people thinking outside the box. You know what I mean? That's out the box. You know, let me give you some thought. Give me 24 hours, Tariq, and I'll come back with an answer on that one. All right? Because you said a lot.
All right, man.
All right, big dog. That was Tariq. All right. So I want to take some of these super chats real quick because a lot of them came in. So William Blackwell said, he said, mistake is only a mistake if you learn from it. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, is a habit. We're constantly losing the coaching phase of the game at this point. And see, this is something I want to say to that great super chat, by the way. That's a great super chat. I'm not worried about Dan Quinn. Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all noticed the pattern that whenever we critique Dan Quinn, it's for a short period? To William point, Mr. Blackwell's point, See, this is what I hate about Kellen. Is Kellen, we keep saying the same thing. And then JT Wolf said, "Hey, boss, the short watermelons." I know, bruh. We need to do. Yeah, he need to do something. You know what I'm saying? But have y'all noticed that? Just think about that. What I just said. That with Dan Quinn, we'll get on him, but then you'll see him make the adjustment, and you'll be like, "Damn, we talked about that for nothing." How many times on the final word did we have a legitimate complaint about Dan Quinn and it get answered? That means he's a typical good coach, to where when your players get out of whack, he got the skill sets to get them back in line. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we got to be a little bit more patient, in my opinion, with Dan Quinn, because let's be honest, he is dealing with a lot of injuries right now, and we got to give him time to, you know, mastermind this thing. Just keeping it real. But for that super chat, that's why I can play a clip from the playmaker from last year, and it completely applies to Kellen Moore this year, because to your point, William Blackwell, Kellen Moore is the person that's not learning from it. That's the person that's doing the same things over and over. So another super chat real quick. He said, you have to keep asking for Dak to bug back. Yeah, we all do. We all do. That's why we all should be aggressively sharing this content, like for real, because there's not too many places that's being very factual and deliberate with evidence of calling out Kellen Moore, and now Dak, and now Mike McCarthy. It's not enough, like I said before, to just be mad now at Kellen Moore. Now we got to raise our bar of, well, if this dude crazy, which one of y'all go stop him? Which one of y'all go step up and say, crazy man, you need to go chill out. Crazy man, go sit down. You wild dog. You are addicted to the pass game, just like Kellen Pookie Crack Moore, and it's obvious. And I gotta stop you, Dak, or I gotta stop you, Mike McCarthy. Who is the person that's gonna step up to stop this crack addiction? And then we got us another super chat. Let me take the super chat real quick. So he said Kellen don't have scheme, he just got plays. Yeah. And it don't make no sense. Like, he truly is, if we looking at this just sober, taking our feelings all the way out of it, just sober. We are looking at somebody that's learning on the job. That's what we're looking at. We are looking at somebody that's learning on the job. That's what's going on. And Jerry and Steven see him, I don't care what nobody say, as Jason Garrett Part 2. They like Kellen because they can fully control Kellen, which allows them to be GMs, owners, as well as coaches. You get to live your ultimate dream through Kellen Moore. You get to dictate. Hey, I'm going to hurt y'all feelings when I say this too. Also, Dan Quinn. See, y'all think Kellen Moore is the only person that they have in check? It's Dan Quinn too. Dan Quinn too. And Mike McCarthy. I was talking to West Coast today. Me and West was like, bro, it's pretty obvious they don't want you unless they can control you. It's just what it is. I'm just keeping it real. So I want to talk about, and I still got the phone lines on too. If y'all decide to call in, I'll put the number up there for anybody that want to call in. But give me 1 second. Put this. Yeah, here we go. So we got the call out. But I want to talk about obviously this Hurts situation. So with this Hurts situation, that does gives us hope of even winning the division. It's a long shot because they just got to win one more game. But now he looked like he getting ready to have to play with a similar injury to what Dak went through. Do y'all remember that happened to Dak when he hurt his shoulder? in 2019? Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yo, boss. Good evening, man. What's up,
man?
bro?
What's up, bro?
Hey, so did you see that? I'm not sure if you talked about it yet, because I've been once the Cowboys lose, I kind of have to I have to just turn off everything. You know what I mean? Once the Cowboys lose, because you know how it is. They suck. They're horrible. They're worse than ever. So when they lose, I kind of turn off stuff for a day or two. But I kind of bounce back. I'm watching the show. But did you see that play? I'm not sure if you watched the film again. When they had CeeDee Lamb try to block Devin Lloyd.
I ain't see it yet.
And he got laid out. He almost got knocked out.
I see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, you have to watch. Okay. I'm not sure if you're going to watch it all 22. You can probably see it on the highlights. I think it was in the second half. It was on the right side, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, they literally had CeeDee Lamb go up to Devin Lloyd, and Devin just knocked him out, straight out, and he stayed on the ground. Like, he kind of got, like, borderline, it looked like he almost got concussed.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, like, more, like, everyone said everything that I need to say about his play calling. You said it, 100%. Everybody knows what's up, but that's just another little that's another little nugget in the proof that he has people doing things that they don't need to do. For example, do you remember in 2020? Let's just take 2020, and I know that was his first year, but do you remember how many times he had Schultz blocking defensive ends? That's why people thought Schultz sucked at blocking, because he was trying to block the best defensive ends. Remember, they had him blocking Myles Garrett in the Browns game. Schultz can block. He can block like defensive backs, even linebackers to some extent, but not defensive ends. But when you watch, the film, you're gonna, I'll find the play. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me.
CD. And when I saw that, I'm like, damn, why would you drop a play where CD is blocking Devin Lloyd? And Devin just hits him, and he goes flying, dude. And Lamb, like, almost doesn't get up.
Yeah.
That's the OC, dude. That's your OC, man.
Yeah. It's,
all right, brother.
All right, bro. I appreciate the call, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, but this is the good news, y'all. This is the good news. I know y'all peeping this, too. Have y'all peeped that it's starting to finally get loud on Kellen? It's finally starting to get loud on Kellen. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but it's different. It's different right now. I've never, now what we've been talking about on little YouTube where your voice don't matter. Now you starting to hear a lot of people louder about Kellen Moore. See, I'm telling y'all, that's why we got to get to work. It's some people that really think we don't matter. I know. It's a lot of people that think, oh, y'all really think they listening? Yeah. Especially when you start hearing direct quotes of what we say on this channel, or when you start reading articles and people saying run the dang ball, which they took from West Coast. So the wrong thing that we should do right now is quit. And I already know it's a lot of people, I say this all the time, but it's a lot of people, they cannot rock with this channel because they view it as negative, when really I'm just attacking the major problems. That's all I'm doing. And then, the fans that just want to feel good, they can't rock over here because they use football as an outlet. So it's almost like getting the reality of secret organizations running this world. Sometimes you just don't want to hear that. You want to kind of keep your head in the sand and just hope that it's not as evil and diabolical as it seems, but it is. You just got to be willing to face the facts. because you can't fix nothing if you don't face it. But anyway, so yeah, with Dak, remember they showed no mercy. Remember when Dak played Philly and he needed to beat Philly to get into the playoffs, and he had that hurt shoulder. Do y'all remember that? In 2019, he played through it anyway. It was the first time Dak missed the practice with that shoulder in 2019, and they was going into the final game, and Dak went out there and played. Now, did anybody show any mercy to Dak? Nah, they didn't care that his shoulder was hurt. Dak can't beat practice squad players. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? So my question is, should we show mercy on them?
Bruh.
See, that's what killed me about them Philly content creators sometimes. Not all of them, some of them. How they just act like some victims and Karens. They get all sensitive and they go cry on their channels about how unfair life is because nobody giving Hurts respect. No, I'm not giving Hurts respect for being like Dak was as a rookie. I ain't talking about no MVP with no damn Hurts until he go through the king. The king is Dak. Let's be clear, and I'm gonna say it all week. You thought I was gonna be quiet because we lost to the Jags? You got me messed up.
Bruh.
Dak sitting here 7-2 versus them suckers, them green dookie trash boo-boo boys, and then we got the nerve to tuck our head like we should be ashamed. Nah, y'all gonna see Boss Cowboy turn up even louder.
Bruh.
Finish him.
Bruh.
I can't believe some of y'all actually trying to put y'all damn head in the sand. Man, please, man. Man, I swear to God, y'all. Some people, man, listen. Y'all think I'm finna get quiet because the Jags won a game? Just watch Twitter this week. Ooh, I'm finna light them boys up, bro.
Bruh.
And we should be lighting them up. See, that's because you know what they want? They want us humble. Bro, I ain't finna be humble. I ain't finna be humble. You gotta knock off the king. I don't respect Hurts. You got to knock off the king. I don't care about your shoulder either. I don't give a damn. Because they didn't give a damn about his shoulder. They didn't care that when he played in that game, he had a fractured finger. They didn't care. They trolled him anyway. And they don't care. Man, I was trying to debate one of them dudes today. He said, tell me why Dak is elite. And then I started talking. He said, nobody want to hear that. I said, see? That's how y'all play, bro. You ask for facts. When you get facts, you still want to piss on my quarterback. Nah, bro. No. Nah, bro. So this is what I want. This whole week, I don't care that we lost to the Jags. Stick your damn chest out, Cowboy Nation. I mean, stick it all the way out. You bet not have your head down for a second over that old fucking loss. We was up 17 points. It ain't like we got blown out. We was beating the snot out of Green Bay. It's not like we got blown out. We allowed them to come back being foolish, but we are a very good team. And I'm gonna hold my head up over it, and I ain't shamed at all. And I want the whole nation to join me. I ain't finna be humble. Y'all just look at my Twitter tomorrow, man. I'm gonna let off the shots. And then I might be scheduled. It's some talks going on where they might be trying to fit me in to some of them other Philly boys and go against them. Man, they don't want that though. Trust me, bro.
Bruh.
You think I'm getting ready to go on there humble? Nah, bro. Not when my team clearly better. And then my organization is better. Everything about us is better. My fans are better. Yeah, we smarter. Yeah, that boy Lord Bronson hate when I say that, but I ain't lying. I put out a tweet the other day. I said, and see, I know how to get under their skin. Just keeping it real though. I say, listen, as of today, Hurts will be the MVP. But if Dak knock him out Christmas Eve, they need to take his name off MVP discussions and they need to put Dak. And I stand on that. Some of y'all like, now, see, don't come in here meat wagging. Listen, some of you Cowboy fans, let me tell you something. Some of y'all need to get y'all some nuts. I'm going to just be real with you. Some of y'all need to learn how to fan right. Y'all fan shit kind of fucked up. Like when I put it like this, when I'm going at Philly, I don't got time for y'all realism. And see, some of our fans, they just make me sick. When I was attacking Philly and going at them on Twitter, you get some old sucker Cowboy fans, but boss, to be real. Now, bro, I ain't fuck real right now. We ain't being real. Are they real with us? Oh, are they real with us? No. So why would we be real with them? If you real with me, I'm gonna be real with you. But if you fake, I'm gonna be faker, dog. And they been real fake.
Bruh.
Finish him.
And then I supposed to be, but let's keep it real. Jalen is in. No, he ain't no MVP. He ain't no MVP. He gotta go through Dak. Yeah, he the MVP. And let's talk about this old fucking MVP. Let's talk about this old trash MVP. Do you know how they come up with MVP? Do y'all know that? I know I'm animated. I know I'm kind of in my feelings right now, but I'm kind of sick of some of us sucking up the Philly. Let's just talk about this. Let's just be honest right now. Do you know how they come up with MVP? 60 media journalists vote on MVP. Only 60. That's trash. So let's just think about that. Because they like to brag on stuff like, we got Jalen Hurts player of the month. And we had so many players that was player of the month. We getting ready to have so many Pro Bowlers. All this old trash, pat on the back accolades. Let's talk about this. This is game week. I got to get us ready, bro. We got to get our mind right. We got to get ready for war with these suckers. And I'm talking about Philly. So let's just think about it. If you got 60 people of the media voting against Dallas, what does the main media do to us every day? Just think about it. Just think about it. What do they do to us every day? So Philly, they have a competitive game against the Texans. They almost lose against the Texans. They talk about how they grinded out that game, how they showed so much grit, and that they was really a team to be feared because they got through an ugly game. So it's cool when they do it. But when we go against the Texans and then we got to have us a game-winning drive, it's not cool when we do it. They boo-boo on us. Now, and think about this. And they do that on everything. That top 5 in all categories, they call them average. Hurts production is looking like Dak's rookie year, they call it MVP. And then we supposed to trust them to determine who the real most valuable player? Nah. And see, this is the case that I made tonight at them Philly dudes. And I mean it. I ain't even capping when I say it. If you want to know the definition of most valuable, it's that dude that wear number 4. That's most valuable. See, listen, when you come back and and every time you come back, the offense goes to number 1 in yards and points, that's valuable. And without you, the offense is don't come to me that, oh, we won some games with Cooper Rush though, boss. Oh no, boss. We won some games. Man, you better go look at that old offense and how garbage and trash that offense was with. So I say with pride, and I look you dead in your funky Philly eye, and I tell you that Dak is the MVP. And there's nothing Hurts is doing that Dak has not done 3 times. So I don't care what the media say. I don't care if he win the award. He is not better than Dak. Dak owns the division. And Dak owns Philly. And I'm sticking my whole chest out and saying it. And I'm still trying to figure out how we let Philly people have the nerve to try to act like they got equal energy to who we are. Y'all will never be us in no category. You ain't close to us in rings. You ain't close to us in wealth. You ain't close to us in swag. You ain't close to us in championships. You're not close to us in playoff wins. You're not close to us in history, in the iconic games. So y'all better be very careful y'all let me on y'all round tables. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because Boss Cowboy is not coming to nobody's round table shy about representing who we are. So I told y'all I had some stuff on my heart about this Jalen Hurts stuff. I just had to let that out, man. It was getting on my nerves, and it's getting on my nerves just kind of watching us be humble for nothing. We ain't got no reason to be humble because we lost to the Jags. No, I'm just as arrogant as ever. I'm arrogant as ever. However, I still stay coochie down to the socks. You understand? Because I've earned my swag. Shoot. And I don't want none of us apologizing ever about being who we are. All right, real quick. All right, let me get. I still got the call lines open too. So if y'all call in, man, we can switch the subject to whatever y'all want to talk about. But hey, man, I want to make sure our energy was right for this week, bro. Yeah, we lost, and we gonna talk about it. We gonna do film breakdowns. We gonna do all this work. We gonna do all that. But now, bro, ain't no laying down on no Philly. I don't care if it's been 50 years since we've been to a Super Bowl. We ain't never laying down to them suckers. And they ain't never gonna be able to humble me. Dudes around on their channels lying and making up stories. Man, I swear to God, I'm like, these boys are pathetic. Can't even tell the truth. All right, so I told y'all we was gonna talk about these corners. I'm gonna get heavier into this tomorrow because, to be honest, you gotta do this type of work with film. All right. So the good news is this, is they they're talking about the open competition. So obviously we always have competition Tuesdays to where we talk about the competition that's preparing us for the playoffs. We officially in the playoffs. So obviously this is going to be a big deal because a lot of names keep coming up, right, for us as potential candidates. All right. It's a lot of names, right? Especially the guys that we just acquired. So I'm gonna just tell y'all, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no way to settle it unless you go to the film. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a lot of people got a lot of opinions on cornerback 2, but it's not based on film. All right, so let me show y'all something real quick, and then that's important. So let's go through this article, okay? So the secondary of the Dallas Cowboys looks to be glaring concern, okay? Followed the 40-34 overtime loss, right? So then Dan Quinn being just awesome, okay? He said the competition is up for that spot. That's the main thing we need to hear. This week, there's competition going on for corner 2. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all this. There's no way to have an opinion on corner 2 until we break down the film on all of them. Just being real. Now, I done already broke down the film on 2 of them. I got to do the work to breaking down the film on all of them. Because, see, people throwing out names in hope that we go fix cornerback 2. Let's talk about it, though. What's really wrong with cornerback 2? Can somebody put in the chat what is really wrong with cornerback 2? I want to hear y'all thoughts. What's really going on with cornerback 2? Because I'm seeing a pattern at cornerback 2, including Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown was in this too. The same pattern with him. Cornerback 2 need to stop the big play. All of them. So my boy Jay, he said Kelvin doesn't have the hips. How do you know? How do you know? Now, Roderick said bad eyes. How do you know? I really want to, I'm asking, I'm not trying to call nobody out, but how do you know? Because if we not saying what we saying based on the all 22, we just guessing, or we're repeating what we heard somebody else say. So when I look at cornerback 2, what I see from Anthony Brown, I have seen this also with Bland, especially versus Green Bay, where he got beat twice for deep balls. Now he makes more plays on the ball. That's why I always said he should be the starting cornerback 2 on the base defense. I've always said that. I said if you go avoid Diggs, I still want you that. This is it right here. This is the key right here. Yep. Ball recognition skills. That's what's been going on with cornerback 2 more than anything. Tracking. Ball tracking. Now what happened? Yep. And Special K. I would say this is a problem, Special K, for cornerback 1 and cornerback 2. Double moves. That's true. Yeah. And so what I'm going to do this week, I'm going to go through the tape. I'm going to go through the tape of exactly what's going on, especially with the double moves, because remember, Diggs got cooked on the double move as well. Not just beat, cooked. Double moves. And I'm going to explain it a little bit what's going on. I'm going to show the film tomorrow. I'm going to really cut these guys up. I'm going to break down all these corners. We're going to break them all down. So what's really going on is the Dallas Cowboys and the cornerbacks, they are doing what's called reading the drop of a quarterback, which is called reading 3-step. So coaches go tell you, read the 3-step. So if you reading the drop on the quarterback, you have to have tremendous eye discipline. Tremendous. So let me ask you something. So for instance, and this is why the double moves work so well. If you're reading the 3-step, I do want y'all to know that they are looking at the quarterback. See, defensive coaches that don't train how to read a quarterback's drop, called reading the 3-step, your eyes are always locked on the man. And the only time you look at the quarterback is when you can touch that man and you in a position to make a play on the ball. But when you reading the 3-step, your first eye progression is what they call it, is to the quarterback. And if you see that quarterback, it goes against your natural instincts to see him fake at you, but still take your eyes back to that receiver to guard him. Just think about it. You looking at him, do you like this? He pumping you. He faking you. But to be honest, if you really reading 3-step right, you should never ever see the pump. You should only see the drop. And this is what I mean by that, because I don't want to get too technical, because I'm going to show about a film tomorrow, but I'm explaining today. You should know the drop of a quarterback, and this is what I was taught, and this is what I lived by when I was playing corner. It should take you only 0.5 seconds to read that quarterback. You can't stare down the quarterback. And see, what's happening with our cornerbacks, Diggs and Kelvin, is they're staring down the quarterback. You're supposed to only read the first movement of that quarterback. And from then on, you're supposed to have the eye discipline to then put your eyes back on that receiver and play him and let him take you to the ball. But what's happening is Kelvin Joseph, as well as Diggs, are not exercising good eye discipline. And that's honestly why I'm not panicking on Kelvin Joseph's. Like, it's a lot of people, they panicking. Oh, he done. He ain't got the hips. They saying a whole lot of stuff. I'd be like, man, can you please show me this film? Because, see, all these people that got these opinions, I don't see no film work. I want to see your film work. I want you to tell me the play where I can go look at it and say, yeah, them hips right there, they look stiff. See, I can show you some stiff hips. I can show you some stiff hips on some corners we just acquired that I just broke their film on. They got real stiff hips that we just acquired. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to show y'all that. But all this he's stiff stuff, I don't see that on the film. And I'm going to tell y'all something, and I'm being honest with you. I'm being all the way honest with you. You can't, and I'm going to be honest with you, and we go get out of here. This is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to get out of here. If you saying you judging the corners and you only making judgments when the ball goes their direction, you're not reading the corners. No, you're not. Because to actually break down corner, you have to break down every passing play. Because you can't look at every time they was beat. Because guess what? Sometimes corners get beat on double moves, but the quarterback never throw the ball. Because maybe he was sacked, or maybe he didn't see it. But that corner was still beat. With Cowboy fans, they don't care. They don't see it. They only care when you lose, when the ball comes your way. But you got to be able to look at all the passing plays, and you got to judge each one and say, was he in position or was he not? That's how you really grade them. Each passing play. So a lot of people, I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of people, and I'm telling y'all from somebody who's done film work, who I was graded like this. Every game that I played, they graded literally every play. Not the times they threw at me. They graded every play. Everyone. So if it was man coverage, they graded me on, was you in position? Did he get separation? Did you have the right alignment? Did you make the right adjustment if you saw the audible from the safety? Every play. And that's how our coaches graded us to see who had the best performance at corner. It wasn't, did you get beat on a double move? Because, see, this is the thing. And I'm going to say this. Whoever this corner is, I'm going to tell you right now, whoever corner 2 is, whoever it is, y'all going to be mad at them. I don't care who it is. If it's Bland, guess what? Guess what? Bland is still young. He is going to make a mistake. I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest. Just like Diggs. Do y'all remember Diggs when he was a rookie? Do y'all remember when Diggs was a rookie? He had to get cooked. He had to get yoga flamed.
Yoga fire.
Y'all don't remember what DK Metcalf did to him?
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
But as he kept playing, he got better and better and better. And some people go say, but boss, we ain't got time. Bro, we also don't have unlimited players to go out and get. I'm just being honest. Some of these boys go have to get coached up. I'm just being honest. Is it gonna be Nashawn Wright? Because I can tell you right now, from me looking at the film, he gives up the most separation. Now, I ain't talking about when they throw to him. You got to look at them when they passing and they didn't throw, or they could have thrown to him. You got to judge the space between him and the opponent. And I'm telling y'all from breaking down the film, and I'm going to show y'all, as a separation, he been giving up the most separation. Bland been giving up the second most in his separation. But I'm still gonna start him and would start him at CB2 because he also has the best ball skills. I'm very cool with you developing as long as you dangerous and very good at getting the ball. Take your lump, son. And then Joseph's. If it end up being Joseph's, man, we got 3 more games, bro. I'm gonna just be all the way with. Somebody got to get them reps. Somebody got to get them reps. So I'm gonna dig into that more tomorrow. All right. If not tomorrow, Wednesday, y'all come back tomorrow because they trying to potentially schedule me to be on this panel with more Philly content creators, and that one gonna be live. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Mickey. That one is gonna be live, and obviously I want to get it in today, and get that content out because this gonna be dropping tomorrow. It's Dallas Cowboy content people versus Philly content people. So I'm gonna drop that tomorrow, maybe around lunch. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But today I had to come to y'all late and give y'all the start of game and then give y'all the measured Kool-Aid on Jalen Hurts and just kind of talk about what's been going on. So be encouraged, everybody. Be encouraged, Cowboy Nation, for real. Like, I'm not tripping out over that Jags, man. We 10-4. 10-4 is a damn good record. Like, let's not be super spoiled crybabies. Like, this is the thing. And I'm gonna tell you, how many of y'all said that we was go only lose 4 games this season when the season started? When you made your predictions, most people said stuff like, yeah, we gonna be 12-5, we gonna be 11-6, we gonna be, you know. So that mean we had to lose some games to get to your prediction. You know? So let's just be encouraged. We you know, it was a bad loss, but remember, we was in front of them, we was controlling the game, and we beat ourselves. And we do have time to fix it, but let's stay urgent about it. Let's stay real urgent about it. It's Boss Cowboy Sports for your voice matter. Y'all stay up.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.